Hey guys, Mollen here, and today Blizzard announced that they're gonna increase the stack size of gold in the real auction house from 10 million to 50 million gold, but they're gonna keep the price, the minimum price, the same at 0.25 cent per stack, which of course means that you're gonna be able to sell gold for 1/5 of the current price. Now, this has been posted on several websites, communities like Reddit and stuff, and people were like saying about this change, oh my god, gold is gonna be worthless, fuck, it's finally time to quit the game and that kind of stuff. But honestly, like, I don't really think it's a bad change. Like, the motivation for this change, or why Blizzard did it, was they want to remain competitive to third-party websites that sell a lot of gold. And I think this is not a bad thing. Like, this is a good thing if more sales happen, like that would happen anyways, but now happen in the real auction house rather than on third-party websites, whatever they're called. And another important thing is, people are saying that gold is going to be worth 1/5 of what it's currently worth. Like, people started like crazy to invest in gems and stuff, but I don't really think that the price is going to drop that much. Just because there is going to be like the possibility to sell the gold for 1/5 of the price now doesn't mean that everyone is going to do that, and that the price suddenly is going to like hit that price. It did so in the past, like every time the gold floor was moved, but that was mostly due to the fact that on third-party websites the prices were much cheaper than on real auction house. But now we basically, like since the last few months, I was tracking the gold price, as you can see in one of my previous videos, and it has been pretty like steady. Maybe small decline because there are more people like leaving the game than people joining the game, but there are no big like drops anymore in the price. And I don't know, like I don't really understand why the community in this particular change gave such a bad criticism or feedback. I think it's a good thing, like not really game breaking or anything, but it's not a bad thing in my opinion. And what I kind of think like sometimes is that maybe people nowadays are approaching the 1,000 hours played mark, or maybe even above that, and like slowly starting to get bored of the game and stuff, and are just looking for one reason or something so they can quit the game or something. But you know, I think game is still fun. It needs additional content, that's for sure, but we're probably gonna get it with the expansion pack. So that was about the gold price. And the second thing I'm gonna talk about today is PCGamer.com recently did an interview with Stig Hedlund, the former lead designer of Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. And there are two really important things that kind of stand out for me in that interview. He was asking about his opinions about Diablo 3, and the first was, he said what he would have done differently would be randomized dungeons. And I kind of agree with that. Now, Diablo 1, Diablo 2, everything or almost everything was randomized. So you would go into a cave, or you would go or descend in Diablo 1 through the 15 or 16 levels. It would always be different, like every time you're there. So this increases like the replayability of the game by a very large time. And this is something that Diablo 3 doesn't have. Like in Diablo 3 now, sure, some maps are sometimes randomized, you know, change the layout a bit, but it's not like the same amount or extent of randomization that Diablo 1 and 2 had. So I kind of agree that this should have been done differently. And the second thing he was talking about was about Diablo 2. He was saying Diablo 2 is a game that is now like 12 or 13 years old, but there's still thousands of people playing the game worldwide. And what he pointed out was, but Blizzard is not making any money now anymore. They made the money when they sold the game, they sold the expansion pack, but nothing like in the last 10 years. They still have to pay for the servers and everything. And that's kind of it. And that's why he said that he actually understands why game developers and companies are trying to find out some business models that give them like long-term profit or more than just like the copies sold at launch. And I kind of disagree with that. Now, I think that game developer companies should work on making the game as good as they can for the players. They should make or create value and make the game really, really good. Now, for example, what I would feel like if Diablo 3 would, for example, get every 6 months or something, a big content patch with new acts, new classes, new systems and that kind of stuff, I would happily pay, for example, $10 like every time there's a big patch that makes the game actually worth playing, rather than have something that's pay to win, or I don't know, like the top tier players nowadays, most of them spend thousands of euros on their gear. And this is something I really don't like, this pay to win thing. This really turns me off of the game. And yeah, I would have been fine, for example, if there is quality content like every now and then to just pay something, because I understand the game companies need to make money, but I think they should also choose the right way to make money and not just make the game pay to win with auction house, cash shop, whatever. So that was it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll be back.